Hello everyone, my name is Cataclysm007 and welcome back to Minecraft. Well, kind of. Okay, kind of. Welcome to the channel's first ever Minecraft-based trivia. Now, if you don't know how I am with test taking, I am honestly not the best. Okay, I get nervous, I see a test, I'm like, oh my goodness, I've gone back to school again and I'm gonna fail just because I'm thinking about it and oh, I'm not a great test taker. Okay, not a great test taker. But there is this test out there, you guys have probably seen it if you know a thing or two about Minecraft, is the Life Series quiz. Now, it was revealed during Wildlife, the most recent Life Series update, and it was made public for anyone to try. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to try the Life Series quiz. Now, I've seen a lot of the Life Series. I have not seen all of it. How many more times can I use the sentence Life Series in one phrase? Anyway, I've seen several episodes, several seasons. I've seen all the seasons at least through one point of view. Some of them multiple, some of them all. So this is going to be really a test of wits and skill and how much I can remember. So without further ado, take it over real me, and let's take some trivia. Alright, here's me putting on my smart glasses. I think I'm gonna need this wisdom tonight. I have no idea what I'm getting myself into. Oh my word, my tab says it's the easy version. Oh no, this is Wildlife Trivia Easy version. I'm gonna fail the easy version. Oh no. Okay. Wildlife Trivia Easy version. I'm gonna let you guys read this. In case you want to see the full list here, all the trivia questions we came up with that made it into the game, and try your luck at all of them. Wonderful. We tried to pick an even spread across seasons and players, and tried to pick questions we thought at least one person would remember the answer to. We also wanted questions or answers we thought people would find entertaining. The 7 of us spent several days coming up with nearly 200 questions. Oh my word. And then a few more days discussing which one should make the cut into the episode, paring them down to 99 questions that went into the Quizmaster's arsenal. That's better than 200. That would be a lot of questions. Originally, our questions were a bit more difficult, but we were asked to tone it down for I'm gonna read that again. But we were asked to tone it down after the snail carnage. There was a little bit of carnage involved in that, just a little bit. We tried to avoid meta questions about things outside the game and stat questions like, how many times did X die of Y cause? Thank you. Listen, I've seen a lot of the Life series. How many times did X die of Y cause? No, there's no way. I would not get that. I'm out. No, I'm not doing that. That said, we also have a second form for the rejected questions if you want to try your luck with those. Let's see how this one goes first. Good job, all of you guys. I saw Wildlife. I solved the questions in Wildlife. Man. Good job, you guys. Before I even start, just good job. A round of applause. Alright. I'm looking over here, but my camera is here, and that's very wonky. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Not great, probably. Let's see how this goes for me. Okay, first question. Which pair was out first in Double Life? Green and Scar, Jimmy and Tango, and Joel and Etho. Okay, I actually know that one. It was the Ranchers. It was Jimmy and Tango. Joel and Etho went through the portal, the nether portal, and Etho got stuck. Green and Scar were killed by the Warden when Green tried to bring it to the surface. I know that one. Okay. What did the Southlanders say when using a spyglass in Last Life? Aha! I think I know the answer. They said aha. A couple of them said oh ho a couple times, but aha was the big thing. Who was Etho's favorite son in Limited Life? Oh, okay. Remember how I said I don't know all the seasons very well? Limited Life is the one I am, for lack of better terminology, limited in knowledge. So... Etho's favorite son. He didn't have a favorite son though, did he? Because he was the absent father who wasn't there for most of the time. If I had to say between the two of them, B-dubs, but I don't think he played favorites. He didn't really like either one of them. In Secret Life, who failed the 100-block high water bucket clutch? Well, Scar's name is not an option. Secret Life, who failed the 100 high block water bucket clutch? Oh, I don't know this one. It's Joel or Green, I think? Because Green's always notorious for being like, I can do this, even though Scar is the one who's known for the MCC bucket clutch, but Green's really good at it too. Martin would do it just for the sake of doing it and then absolutely failing it because he was very risky that season. Martin's always very risky, but he was very risky that season. I think it was Green, but I don't know. That one I really don't know. In Limited Life, which player went AFK for a whole session because they were sick? Okay, well, AFK. That was the trick question. Green was the one who was AFK. He recorded the whole time, and then Jimmy and Joel nearly got him killed a couple times. He did get killed a couple times, but it wasn't directly their fault, if I remember correctly. Putting him on a camel/llama, it was a llama, right? May not have been the best strategy, but it wasn't directly their fault. So it was Green, Pearl, and Cleo both were at that session, at least during the season, and were swapped in by Jem and Lizzie, if I remember correctly. Okay, so it definitely was Green. Definitely the one who was AFK. What did Scott and Martin call themselves in Limited Life? Aha, I know this one. Because I'm starting to watch Limited Life again. I know they were the Mean Gills. Because last line Martin said before he kills everyone is, doesn't matter if you're a mean gill or a bad boy or a neighbor or a clocker. They were the Mean Gills. He threw a lot of names out there for that too, I remember that. What was the name of Pearl's dog in Double Life? Tilly. Tilly definitely was part. Which of these was not a Life series season? Okay. Second Life. That wasn't a thing, was it? Limited Life, yes, and Real Life. Real Life was the one episode. It wasn't a season. But Second Life was definitely not one of them. That could be a trick question, because Real Life was only one episode, but Second Life definitely was not a season. Where did Green and Mumbo hide their diamonds in Last Life? I know this one. In a hidden chest below Mumbo's bunker. Nope. In an ender chest. They didn't even find one of those, I don't think, that time. Right here. And the joke's on you, because my diamonds are right here. Yeah, that one. In what season did Scar take care of Joey Pandas? That was Double Life, because he made the whole Panda Reserve, hoping that Green would like, and Green's just like, why? Double Life, 100%. Locking that in. Of these pairs, who got married in Third Life? Jimmy and Scott. I know that one. That's, like, most famous line in, like, 90% of songs. I know that's Jimmy and Scott. Who was Pearl's soulmate in Double Life? That was Scott, because he ended up hanging out with Cleo, who was Martin's soulmate, and Pearl was Scott's, and that was the whole thing. That was a whole season. Alright, in Third Life, who declared Red Winter is coming when they turned red? That was Ren. Because I always thought it should have been Ren Winter is coming, but it was Red Winter was coming. That's how I remember that one. What was the name of Etho and Joel's base in Double Life? The Relationship. The Big Barge. I like that option, though. The Pirate Ship. The Relationship. If the ship burns, everything burns. What season is Team Ties from? Oh, this was in Wildlife, and Green missed this one. Okay. It's not Secret Life. It's not Last. Last Life was Best, right? Limited Life. It's Limited Life. Ties was Tango, Impulse, Etho, and Skiz. And Impulse was the one, because Skiz's last lines were, this is my final order, Ties makes it to the final three, and Impulse was in the final three, he was second to die, I believe. Who was B-Dub's soulmate in Double Life? Impulse. Impulse was B-Dub's soulmate. This whole thing. It was a good relationship there. They actually were like the one pair that didn't like absolutely fight every single step of the way. What item was stolen from the front of Big B's Third Life base? It was a giant cookie. It was a giant cookie, 100%. Which two mobs fought against each other for a task in Secret Life? Secret Life. Not in Last Life or Third Life. There was never an Ender Dragon fighting in anything. A Warden versus Wither. There was a Wither, but I don't think it fought a Warden. I'm pretty sure it's a Warden versus the Guardian. The 3Gs are an alliance consisting of Cleo, Scott, and Pearl. And which season did this alliance form? The 3Gs. Why the 3Gs? Why the 3Gs? I don't know this one. Why 3Gs? Well, it wasn't Double Life. Cleo, Scott, and Pearl, these two were not on speaking terms, so it's not Double Life. That one's out. It's Limited or Last. And if I remember correctly, Limited Life, Scott and Martin were teamed up, not Cleo, Scott, and Pearl, which means it has to be Last Life. Oh! Gatekeep, Gaslight, and Gatekeep, Girl Boss, and Gaslight here. Yeah, Last Life. Where was the Enchanter located originally in Double Life? That's an ancient city. It was the Warden. Who won Real Life? Cleo. See, some of these I really know right off. Some of them I'm like, I don't know these. I admittedly do not know them. That's very sad to me. What was the name of Jem, Impulse, and Scott's band? Jem and the Scotts. Because if you don't know, it's been pretty much publicly revealed now that Impulse's name is also Scott, so is Jem and the Scotts. That took me so long to get. A very, very long time to get, and I'm ashamed it took me that long, but I love that. That's my favorite name. Cherry Blossoms is what Skiz and Tango wanted to call them, though. Why was B-Dubs' house upside down in Secret Life? It was his task. It was his task to make the most inaccessible, inconvenient to use, and ugliest base. So he made his house upside down on a mound. It was the Mounder. What happened when you failed a heart task in Secret Life? You lost 10 hearts. Nothing happened. You died. You lost 10 hearts. You fail your task and you lose 10 hearts. Just insult to injury. If I had a nickel for every life series should be won, how many nickels would I have? 0, which really means nothing. 1, which isn't a lot, but at least it's something. 2, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Jimmy has never won the life series. I'm so sorry, Jimmy. You have not. You got closer this time of Wildlife, but you have not won. What did Tango name his and Jimmy's warden in Double Life? Well, it was a revenge, wasn't it? I don't know if it had a name or not. I don't remember having a name, but that doesn't sound right. Rancher's Bodyguard. At that point, the Rancher was already pretty much destroyed. Rancher's Revenge makes the most sense. It sounds like something Tango would name his warden. I don't know for sure what its name was or if it had a name, but that's the one I would pick. Why did Ren begin wearing a crown in Third Life? I think it carried over from Hermitcraft, didn't it? To make Dogwarts into a kingdom, maybe. To get it got in a box of cereal, that sounds about right. To show off his MCC when that was about the right time too, but I think it carried over from Hermitcraft. Alright, what was the name of Grian's Magma Cube? Ethos Dishwasher, where's that option? There it is. That was the whole thing, I remember that one. I love Ethos Dishwasher. Rest in peace, Ethos Dishwasher. What was the color of Skin's underwear for limited life? It was red because he was down to his last life. Every single time he lost more lives, the amount of clothes went down. He was just down to his underwear and limited. How was the Double Life Warden killed? Double Life Warden killed? I don't know. I admittedly have not seen the end of Double Life. Oh, I have, but I don't remember how it was killed. It's either a fishing rod or bow and arrow. I don't think you could have got really close to the warden because it makes your whole screen black, so I don't think it was a sword or an axe. I think it was a bow and arrow or a fishing rod. It'd be funny if it was a fishing rod. I'm gonna go bow and arrow. It was probably a fishing rod. Let's just be silly here. Who killed the Ender Dragon in Secret Life? There wasn't an Ender Dragon in Secret Life? Oh, whose task was it to kill it? Oh, someone had a task to kill the Ender Dragon. I remember that. But I thought it was Gem. I don't know who killed the Ender Dragon. I'm drawing a blank. I don't know. Oh, I haven't got that far in Secret Life. Okay, I'm gonna say Impulse. I feel like out of all of these, Impulse or Scott would get the furthest and probably kill the Ender Dragon. I'm gonna go Impulse. I, again, do not know. Big B has an alternate ego that he uses throughout the series. What is his name? Terry, Barry, Cherry, Jerry. Well, I bet it has an Uri at the end. It's Jerry or Terry. Is it Terry? Terry or Jerry sounds right. I feel like he'd call himself Jerry. I feel like he would. Which one of these hasn't been a feature in B-Dub's skin during the life series? This was also in Wildlife. It's the golden tooth. He's had a missing tooth the whole time. He always has a black eye and he always has a red banana. He does not ever had a golden tooth. In Third Life, how did Martin kill Ren to turn him red? How did Martin kill Ren? I want to go shove him off a cliff. I just want to say shove him off a cliff. Why not? Sure, that sounds like a Martin thing to do. Who won You Bet Your Life in Last Life? Okay, we're back. The light is now away from my face, so I can now be seen and look like a zombie. Anyway, who won You Bet Your Life in Last Life? I don't think it was Lizzie. I don't think Lizzie was in Last Life, was she? She wasn't in until later, like after Limited, I believe. It might just be Jem, though. Joel definitely did not win anything in Last Life. He did not have a good season. Scott, maybe. Cleo, possibly. I feel like it was Cleo. I don't know that for sure, but I feel like it was Cleo. Which players weren't present for the trapdoor sleepover in Secret Life? Haha, I know this one. Martin and Grian. Martin was not there. Grian was. He was the last one because it was his birthday. Etho and Tango, both there. No, Etho was not there. Etho showed up in the boat, out of the sky, right as they came outside. So Tango was there, Etho was not. Green and Etho, obviously Green was there, Etho wasn't. Martin and Etho, that's the correct answer. Martin was in the nether, about to die to the Piglin Brew, and Etho fell out of the sky in a boat. As one would expect Etho to do. What did Scar and Pearl use to hurt their soulmates in Double Life? That was powdered snow. In buckets. It was Green's idea. Who was referred to as the Red King in Third Life? That was Ren. The Red King has fallen. When did Jem make her first appearance in the Life series? Officially or unofficially? Unofficially, her first appearance in the Life series was during Limited Life when she took over for Cleo, I believe. Was it Cleo? Yeah, it was Cleo, because Lizzie took over for Pearl. Her first official appearance was in Secret Life, but I believe they're asking for Limited Life, which was her first time she actually showed up, and she was Cleo, and everything was confusing. When she was confused, it was all confused. It was funny. What is the name of Pearl's cat in Limited Life? Froggy. Froggy was the cat. What was the cause of Lizzie's final death in Secret Life? Oh, she fell into the void. That's the end. Did she fall into the end in Secret Life? I thought her task was to defeat the Inner Dragon, and she didn't. She might have been the one who fell into the void at that point, or could have been later. Drowning, I don't think so. Fall damage, possibly. An Enderman, that sounds like Lizzie. I think she fell into the void, but that may be another series. Which goat horn type? Oh no. Did Jimmy and Tango have a double life? I don't know these ones. I don't know the difference in sounds. I know there's 4 of them. I know they sound different. 1 of them sounds good, 3 of them sound bad. Let's just go with Ponder because I don't know and Ponder sounds right. How many times did Skiz die in the first episode of Limited Life? Oh no. In the first episode of Limited. Limited had a boogie? Was that the time that he got killed by everybody right at the beginning? I think it was. I think it was he got killed by Scott. Then he got killed again. Was it... I forget who the second one was. It was Scott somebody. And they went for him a 3rd time. And didn't get him. I want to say it was at least 3 times. Possibly more. I'm going to say 3 and assume he didn't die naturally any of those times. I know it was Scott, somebody, and then they all formed to protect him. And it was Martin, I think, the 3rd time. You didn't actually get him. You tried, but didn't get him. Who was the first to fail a task in Secret Life? Jimmy was the first one to fail. He had the... he needed someone to say, get out of here. And no one said, get out of here. He made trap bunks everywhere. Nobody kicked him out. So close, but did not kick him out. What was the name of Scott and Pearl's base in Last Life? A Scottage Core was mentioned. It was either that or the Scottage. It wasn't the Moss Cottage and it wasn't Home Sweet Home. It was either a Scottage or a Scottage Core. That's what they were thinking of calling it. I think they named it for Scottage. Who opened the end portal in Secret Life? Jem. I think it was Jem. Jem was the person I thought immediately who went to the end. Again, I haven't seen all of Secret Life from all the points of views yet, so I don't know all of this yet. I know a few of them. I'm learning more of them as I go along, but I don't know all of them. Who were the wizards in Last Life? In Last Life. Joel, I thought, was one of them. Scar and Joel. Scar and Joel. Who started the zombie curse in Secret Life Session 7? Sounds like a Cleo thing to do. Zombie Cleo. Cleo or Martin? I'm gonna say it's Cleo, because that would be funny. What block was Ethos Swamp Fortress primarily made out of in Third Life? Dark oak or leaves, probably. Swamp Fortress. Ethos Swamp Fortress. I don't think I've seen Ethos Swamp Fortress. Third Life would have been hard for Dark Oak because there was a monopoly on that Scar and Grian tried to have, but then they found a whole other patch. It's either leaves or Dark Oak, and I don't think this is right. It's like that feeling when you take an exam and you're like, you know this is wrong, but you're going to push it anyway because you're going to go with your gut feeling, and it was either leaves or Dark Oak. It probably was spruce or wool. It would be funny if it was made out of wool. Who betrayed Cleo in Last Life? Probably Big B. Big B and Cleo have this thing going on about friends betrayal, so I'm pretty sure it was Big B. Who had a wolf pack in Third Life? In Third Life. Third Life. Pearl's notoriously known for having a wolf pack. I know this. In Third Life, I don't think it was Pearl. I think it was Joel. On what mob did Jem and Pearl ride around killing people together? Well, there's only, we'll see here, camel, horse, skeleton, horse, pig. I figured as much. Pig you can't two people on. I figured as much. For a pig you can't have 2 people, skeleton horse can't carry 2, horse can't carry 2, a camel's the only one that can carry 2. Who was the first ever boogeyman in the Life series? Scott? Green has never been the boogeyman, I know that. I think it was Scott. Might have been B-dubs, but I'm pretty sure it was Scott. Who pranked other players with light gray stained glass in Third Life? it was funny because if I remember correctly, it was Gem's task, but Impulse was pranking everybody with it. No, Third Life. Third Life, not Secret Life. I think it was Impulse. I still think it was Impulse. What was the name of Scar's base in Secret Life? In Secret Life, Trader Scars. Saloon Scar, that's funny. That would have been funny too, but Trader Scars. In Limited Life, Pearl and Big B decorated their tower with the face of an animal. What was it? That was frogs. What? Ribbit. Frogs. Who built the gas farm in Last Life? Okay, I know Impulse is involved here. Last Life. No, I'm wrong, because the gas farm was the one that Green and Mumbo built. They were trying to farm, and then Joel shot Green off, and then Green came back for revenge on Mumbo. That was Green and Mumbo. Who did Mumbo compete against to have the biggest tower in Secret Life? Pearl. I'm suspecting. Pearl or Gem. Pearl always builds a stinking tower. Every single time. It's like the tallest tower in the world. Why do I feel like it could have been Gem, though? It might be Gem. It could very easily be Gem. Who was the S in Team Best? That answer right there. Perfect. Team Best was not Scott. Skiz, Scar. Scar has not teamed up for anybody in any season, really. Other than Wildlife. So I think it was Skiz. That would have been B-Dubs, Ethos, Skiz, and Tango, I think. Between B-Dubs, Impulse, Tango, and Scott. Okay, good. It's not the same thing. Who was out first during Tag in Secret Life? I don't remember Tag in Secret Life. Oh, good gravy. Tango? Sure, Tango. Why not? We'll just throw Tango into the mix. Who threw a birthday party in Limited Life? Who threw the birthday party? Technically, Scott threw the birthday party. It was for Martin, but Scott threw it. And then the bad boys tried to blow it up, which didn't work because there was glass on the ceiling. What was Lizzie's base in Secret Life? It was a giant pumpkin. Which team blew up Red Bridge in Limited Life? The Nosy Neighbors. Both, basically all of them, but the Nosy Neighbors, I believe, were the ones who blew it up. What was the name of the Ravager that killed Jimmy in Limited Life? Grian. Because he said if it counted, he said it would be credit if he named the Ravager Grian and said this person was killed by Grian. It counts, even though technically it wasn't actually Grian who did it. That was 100% the Ravager's name. In Third Life, Scar used a clock to convince B-Dubs to eliminate Impulse. Where did he get it? Wouldn't it be ironic if Impulse dropped it? He could have found it in a chest. I don't think he cracked it himself. I don't know if Cleo gave it to him. I don't know if B-Dubs dropped it. I'm gonna say it would be funny if Impulse dropped it. I think it would be. Just use it to eliminate the guy who dropped it in the first place. Which player has the fewest deaths in Last Life? Last Life was the one that you got a random amount of lives at the beginning. Jimmy had the least number of lives to start with, other than someone else in Grian. So, fewest deaths time-wise, probably Jimmy. Which lyrics of All-Star by Smash Mouth did Joel not say as part of a Secret Life task? I don't know this song. Okay. My world's on fire, how about yours? It sounds like Joel. I could use a little fuel myself. That doesn't sound like something he'd say. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. One of those two. So much to do, so much to see. He'd say that. I need to get myself away from this place. He'd say that too. I think it's one of these two. I think it's probably that one. I don't know. I don't know how you could use that in a context. I was gonna say, I don't know how you'd use that in context. Maybe he did. I don't know. Who said this quote? You know, I've always had a thing for red names, bad boys. That was 100% Lizzie because she was talking to Joel. Out of these Third Life quotes, which one was not said by Scar? Oh, this was in Wild Life too, and I don't remember what the answer was. Skiz, I want all your clothes. Yes. Yes, we are pants swappers. I'm not sure about that one. Everyone always worries about me being pantless. That was said. Green, watch out, we're taking your pants off. I think that one was said too. And I'm naked and I come in peace. I'm pretty sure it's that one. Because I don't think he swapped pants with anybody. I think he just stole everyone's pants. And other pieces of clothing. In Secret Life, who was the only player to show up to Lizzie's slumber party? Lizzie's slumber party. When did Lizzie have a slumber party in Secret Life? I feel bad that this is an option. No one showed up to Lizzie's slumber party. I don't know if I trusted Lizzie at that point. Was she right at that point? Was that why no one might have shown up? I feel like it's Gem or Pearl. I'm gonna say Jim. Oh, maybe Joel. Oh, Jim or Joel. Joel would go, it's his wife. He would go. But Jim seems like she would go too. I'm gonna say Joel. Second guess. Who was Green's secret soulmate in Double Life? That was Big B. 100% Big B. What pet did Mumbo try to drown in Secret Life? Secret Life. What was in Secret Life? Scar's camel, maybe. Green's magma cube. That was Secret Life. B-Dubs' horse. Pearl's dog. Etho's warden. Etho's warden seems most likely. Unless it was like a task or like Mumbo was something particularly evil, he wouldn't necessarily drown Green's magma cube. Particularly knowing that it was possibly that was one of his tasks. It was very obvious it was his task. I don't know why he'd want to bury or drown B-Dubs' horse. I don't think he'd give him Pearl's dog. Etho's warden sounds about right. Everybody trying to kill that thing. Who burned down Jimmy and Scott's wall in Third Life? Probably Scar. He was on a flame fury rampage the entire series, so I'm gonna go with that one. What was Mumbo's ultimate weapon to stop a red name in Secret Life? Act like a red name. A giant redstone machine. Run, cry, and scream in that specific order. Fence post, ask for mercy. I like that one. It's distinctly longer than the others. I'm gonna say that one. Which player appeared the tallest in the April Fool's episode Real Life? That was Big B, because why is Big B gigantic? And I still to this day do not know why he was that tall. Who killed Lizzie while she was invisible on a skeleton horse in Secret Life? Martin, she killed herself. Joel, a mob killed her. Jimmy. Oh, Martin, why not? I don't know. Sure. When Scar turned red in Third Life, he gave Grian 2 types of flowers as a peace offering. What were these flowers? Oh. I don't think it was aliens. I don't think we had a lush forest at that point, so I don't think it's rose bushes and aliens. I feel like oxeye daisies was one of them. That or lilacs and poppies. Lilacs and poppies, I think. Oxeye. Were oxeye daisies there yet? Or are those from the Pale Forest? I think lilacs and poppies. Which player started the first ever raid in the Life series? Oh, I don't remember. Who brought the pillagers over? I want to say it was Scar because they were building on top of the pillager outpost, but that may be later in the series. In every single season he's participated in so far, Mumbo has died right after what player? Timmy. Or Jimmy. Jimmy, every single time. Because Jimmy goes out first, Mumbo usually goes out second. Except for Wildlife. They reverse the roles. Which player lost all their lives in one session of Third Life? Oof. Was that Joel? I'm pretty sure that was Joel. Wait, was it Joel? It might have been Tango. All of their lives in one session. Because it wasn't Scar, because Scar lost his first life in the first episode, and he was fine for like 90% of the series. Tango didn't go out first, but he was fast. Big B, I don't remember seeing Big B most of Third Life. I'm not sure. I think it was Joel because he goes red very quickly, usually. Which of these did Mumbo use to get a boogie kill in Last Life? End Crystal? It might have been, I think it was an End Crystal. Which of these was not a House of Dogwarts? Enderpoint, Keratin, Rosethorn, Chucklecluck, Crimson Wart. Crimson Wart definitely was. Chucklecluck, I don't know that one. Rosethorn, Keratin, Enderport. I'm gonna say it was something sounds silly. That one would be funny if it was right. And it would be something they would do, but I don't think that's the name of anything. Who said this quote? Do me a favor, die for me. That was Cleo. See the terrible accent I just tried to do there? Do me a favor, die for me. I can't do British. But yeah, that was 100% Cleo. Which player makes it their goal to go to the Nether in the first session of every season? That would be Martin, which worked out for him for every season except Secret. What was the name of Scar's bee in Third Life? Mr. Bubbles. Mr. Bubbles, there it is. Mr. P, I love that. Mr. Yoda. He would name a bee. Let's be honest, he would name a bee Mr. Yoda. What did Ren do with the Wither Star in Last Life? Did he hang it up on a wall in his base? Or did he forget it in a random chest? Sounds about right. Give it to an ally. I don't think Ren trusts anyone that much. Crafted a beacon. I don't think so. Maybe though. Use it as a good luck charm. I think he hung up on a wall in his base. How did Jem lose her eye in Secret Life? The Boogeyman curse. A skeleton shot her. There was no lore. She just did it for fun. She didn't lose an eye. She lost it to an end portal. think a skeleton shot her? I don't know this one. A boogeyman curse. Why the boogeyman curse? There was no boogeyman in Secret Life. She just did it for fun. That would be funny. Okay, in Double Life, Tango brought a warden to the surface to kill 2 specific players. Who were they? Who was messing with the ranch? Was it Etho and Joel? Okay, so Martin and Cleo. They don't think they did anything to Tango, so I don't think anything happened to the ranch, so I don't think it was them. Impulse and B-Dubs, very likely, they were just, like, going around causing mayhem the entire time. Scott and Pearl, I don't think so. Etho and Joel, I think. Scar and Grian. Scar and Grian, maybe, but was this before or after Scar tried to burn everything down? It's either Scar and Grian or Etho and Joel. Oh, there's too many options here. I'm going with Impulse and B-Dubs. That was my first instinct. I don't know why, but I'm going to go with that. Why did Martin hand over to Pearl when she asked for Tilly in Limited Life? Her ashes. Her ashes. Gunpowder. He handed her gunpowder. In Last Life, Lizzie has 3 wolves. Identify one of the 2 incorrect names here. Gas prices, taxes, dragon, toll, ogre. One of the 2 incorrect. I don't think gas prices was one. I don't think taxes. I think it was dragon, troll, and ogre. I'm gonna say gas prices. That one's... It would be silly if she really named her wolf gas prices, but I mean, these are all awful things. Except for dragons. I love dragons, but all awful things. So we're gonna go with gas prices. Who stole Scar's llama pizza in Third Life? It wasn't Grian. He spent the whole episode trying to find it. I don't think it was Jimmy. Was it Jimmy? Was it Jimmy? It feels like a Jimmy thing to do. But I think it was Martin. Because he came and told them information. I think it was Martin. I'm trying to remember things. What season did Skiz not participate in? Let's see. Option 1. Third Life is not there, so... he was in Limited. He was the Essence tie, so Limited's out. Last Life... I think he was in Last Life, I'm not positive. Skiz was definitely in Secret Life. He was not in Double Life. He had no partner. In Third Life, Impulse showed off a trick to find which ore. Is it diamonds? Is that the dig straight down underneath the water sand trick? Diamonds. In Limited Life, Jimmy had a frog which was killed by Pearl. What was its name? Judge Judy and Executioner. No, that's something different. Bubbles the frog. Froggy did Luffy. As much as I love Jimmy, I don't think he made a reference off of One Piece. Leonardo da Vinci. Froggy. Wouldn't it be funny if it was Judge Judy and Executioner? Bubbles the frog. Bubbles was a bee. Bubbles was not the frog. It would be really funny if it was Froggy de Luffy. He seems like a Ninja Turtle kind of guy. I'm gonna stick with Judge Judy and Executioner, but I don't know if that's right. What base did Cleo burn down in Last Life Session 5 as an act of revenge? Last Life. She didn't burn down the Southlands. The Fairy Fort, maybe the Fairy Fort. Magical Mountain did not burn. The Snow Fort, I don't remember that burning. It's either the Fairy Fort or the Cottage. I think it was the Fairy Fort. Which soulmate pair invited a horde of zombies to the pool party in Double Life? Well, it was Impulse and B-Dubs' pool party, but they didn't know about the zombies, so it wasn't them. Red and Big B, I think, were already out at this point. Tango and Jimmy were definitely out at this point. Scar and Green did not invite them. I think it was Etho and Joel. Or it was Red and Big B, and I'm just wrong about when they died. What was the name of Skiz's dog in Last Life? Oh no, his dog. Oh, his dog. What is his dog's? Kevin Malone, Jimmy Bubbles, Refrigerator, Mad Eye Duncan. I cannot remember his dog's name. Oh no, I've heard this name so many times in live streams. What is his dog's name? Oh, I know it's Kevin. I hate reading all that. That's the question. That's the answer I think it's going to be, but I don't remember his name. I know Impulse knew this. Kevin, Mad Eye Malone, Jimmy Refrigerator. I know it ends with Dugan, and it starts with Kevin, and it's Kevin Bubbles. Wait, it's Kevin Bubbles, isn't it? Pretty sure it's Kevin Bubbles. Kevin Bubbles, Malone, Refrigerator, Jimmy, Mad Eye Dugan. I'm never going to remember that, but I'm pretty sure it's Kevin Bubbles. It's not Kevin Malone, it's not Kevin Mad Eye, I'm pretty sure it's Kevin Bubbles. If I'm wrong, sue me. Why did Cleo turn into a human in Secret Life? It was for her task. She was given a weakness potion and a golden apple. She didn't turn into a human. She survived the zombie apocalypse. Someone subbed in for her. No one subbed in for her in Secret Life. She was subbed in for in Limited Life. I don't think she turned into a human. It was for her task. She's always, like, other than her name, she's already a human. So, like, what happened here? So, it wouldn't be much of a task. She was given a weakness potion and a golden apple. I don't think so. She didn't turn into a human. I think that's the correct answer. And, of course, last question, did you like our trivia? Of course I did. Oh, my goodness. Okay, that was a lot. That was a lot, okay? Admittedly. I don't know how well I did. I'm scared to push this. I'm scared to push this, but let's see how we did. Yes, I'll have to view my score, please. 66 of 99. Okay. That's 2/3. I will take that. 66 out of 99. That's 2/3. That's 66%. That's not exactly passing, but I'm not in school, so that's good. Okay, what do we miss? Got that one. Jimmy and Tango were out first. Aha. Oh, it was B-dubs. It was B-dubs. Rats. Okay. In Secret Life, who failed the 100-block high water bucket clutch? It was Joel. Okay, I had no clue on that one. In Limited Life, which player went AFK? I knew that one was Grian. The Mean Girls. I liked H2 Bros too. That one was good too. Tilly was the dog name. Second Life wasn't a series. Right Here is where they hit the diamonds. Double Life was the Joy Pandas. Jimmy and Scott got married in Third Life. Who was Pearl's soulmate in Double Life? That was Scott. When Winter was Coming was Ren. Relationship was Joel and Etho. Team Ties was Limited. I knew that one. Yes, let's go. Who was B-Dubs' soulmate? That was Impulse. Item was Stolen was a giant cookie. Darn it, it was the Warden and the Wither. Which two mobs fought against each other for a task in Secret Life? Oh, Secret Life. I was thinking Last Life. That's what threw me off. I looked at the wrong one. The 3Gs are an alliance consisting of Cleo, Scott, and Pearl. Which season was alliance formed? Last Life. Got that. Ancient City. Yes. Cleo won real life. Jem and the Scots. It was his task. You lost 10 hearts. 0, which really means nothing. Yeah. I know specifically because Jimmy got this question. Okay. Rancher's Revenge. Good. Oh, to show off his MCC one. I couldn't remember if Ren had just got it from Hermitcraft. I just earned it or something for, like, the lore of Hermitcraft, or if he just got an MCC. I had 50-50 and I picked the wrong one. Alright, fair enough. What was the name of Brian's Magma Cube? Ethan's dishwasher, red underwear. It was a fishing rod. No! No! Darn it! It was my second guess. It was gonna be a fishing rod. Rats! Who killed the Ender Dragon? B-Dubs. Okay. Did not know that one again. Secret Life, definitely my weakness. Big B has an alternate ego. It was Terry. No, Terry. I should have stayed with my first guess. Golden Tooth, yes. Martin killed Ren with an axe. Okay. Lizzie won You Bet Your Life. Okay, nice. I got the Martin Etho part. Powdered Snow, yes. Ren was the Red King. Limited Life was Jem's first appearance. Froggy was the name of Pearl's cat. Lizzie fell into the void. Yay. Which type of goat horn did... I cannot speak. Which goat horn type did Jimmy and Tango have in Double Life? It was Sting. Okay, I did not know that. I had no way of knowing that whatsoever. If I knew my horns, and I do not know my horns. How many times does Giz die? In 3? Yes! Let's go! That was a random guess. That was absolute guess. Who was the first to fail a task in Secret Life? Oh, because Scar blurted his in the first episode. Oh, I forgot about Scar. I was thinking who pushed fail first, but I forgot. Scar failed his right at the beginning because he told Green and Mumbo what his task was. Darn it, that was on me. Okay. What was the name of Scott and Pearl's base? The Scottage. Yay. Who opened in Portal? Gem. Yes. Those were absolute guesses. Who were the wizards in Last Life? Scar and Joel. Who started the zombie curse in Secret Life? That was Gem? Okay. What block was Etho's Swamp Fortress? It was Wool. Darn it, it was Wool. Who betrayed Cleo in Last Life? Big B knew that one. Who had a wolf pack? Joel did. Camel, yes. Who was the first ever boogeyman in the Life series? Oh, it was B-Dubs. Okay. B-Dubs I'm missing a lot on this time. Who pranked other players with light gray stained glass? It was Etho. I do not have recollection of it being Etho, but very well. What was the name of Scar's base in Third Life? Trader Scars. In Limited Life, Pearl and Big B decorated their tower with the face of an animal. It was a frog. The gas farm was Green and Mumbo. That was a good double think on my part because I almost clicked the wrong one. Who did Mumbo compete against that had the biggest tower? It was Gem. It was Gem! It was Gem! No! Who was the S and best? That was Skiz. Tango, that was an absolute guess. Who threw a birthday party in Limited Life? No. Incorrect. Well, technically correct. It was Martin's birthday, but it was Scott's idea, so technically who threw the birthday party? I don't know because Martin set the whole thing up, but it was Scott's idea. I don't know. Okay, that could have gone either way. Alright, I'm sorry. What was Lizzie's base in Secret Life? A giant pumpkin. Who blew up the bread bridge? Ties? Ties blew up the bread bridge? I did not know that. I thought it was Nosy Neighbors. I thought for sure that Cleo and Scar did that. Okay. What was the name of the Ravager that killed? Yep, I got that one. Impulse dropped it. Yes, I had a feeling it was Impulse dropping and he was using his own clock against him. Which player had the fewest deaths in Last Life? Jimmy, of course, he had the fewest to start with. Oh, I need to get myself away from this place. Oh, I thought he would say that. Okay. Who said this quote? You know, I've always had a thing for red names and bad boys. That was definitely Lizzie. Out of these 3 life quotes, which one was not said by Scar? Oh, everyone always... Okay, I had one of those 2 narrowed down. I was close. I knew that one. I could place these 3. It was those 2 I couldn't place. In Secret Life, who was the only player to show Lizzie's slumber party? Joel, of course, because he's married to her, so he would. Yeah. That wasn't awkward at all. Okay, it wasn't a second guess for Jim at all. Who was Green? Secret Soulmate Big B. What pet did Mumbo try to drown in Secret Life? He did try to drown the camel. Oh, he did try to drown the camel, didn't he? Oh, my mind did not process that fast enough. Okay. Who burned down Jimmy and Scott's wall? That was Joel. This is just my specific area of things I did not know. What was Mumbo's ultimate weapon to stop a red name in Secret Life? A fence post. I like run, cry, and scream in that specific order, though. That's what I would do in a situation like that. If I'm getting attacked, I'm gonna run, cry, and scream in that specific order. Thank you so much. Fight or flight? I am going to flee. Flee and fly. I'm going to flee. Which player appeared the tallest in April Fool's episode of Real Life? Absolutely, Big B. Who killed Lizzie after she was invisible? It was Jimmy. Ooh. When Scar turned red in Third Life, he get green 2 types of flowers, lilacs, and poppies. That was a lucky guess, because Oxeye Daisies I thought were the pale update, and Aliums, I don't know if you could actually give an Alien was a flower, so that was a good guess. Started the raid, that was Martin. Okay. Which player lost all their lives in one session? It was Big B. That's why I didn't see Big B so much during the whole season. He lost all his lives in one time. That makes sense. Which of these was not a House of Dogwarts? Rosethorn. When was Cluckle Cluck named as one of the houses in Dogwarts? But okay. Oh, I did get the Ink Crystal one, by the way, about Mumbo. Yes. Who said this quote? Do me a favor, die for me. That was definitely Cleo. Which player makes it their goal? Martin, of course. B was Mr. Bubbles. What did he do? He crafted a beacon. Oh, I even said that could have been the correct answer. Rats. How did Jeb lose her eye? She lost it to the end portal. Is she implying that she's an Enderman? Okay, anyway, carrying on now. In Double Life, Tango brought a warden to the surface to kill 2 specific people. It was Scar and Grian. What if we're trying to kill Scar and Grian for? I don't remember. I don't remember what they did. Okay, what did Martin hand over to Pearl? Yep, her ashes. Gas prices. I knew that made sense. I thought it was Troll and Ogre were definitely the correct 2, so it was down to the other 3, and Dragon fits with these 2. I think it was gas prices and taxes. Who stole Scar's llama pizza in Third Life? It was Cleo. I thought about that after I clicked it, and I'm like, I know Jimmy and Grian didn't do it. Jimmy was dead by that point, or very close to being dead. Grian was on Scar's side, so he didn't even know what happened. It didn't make sense that Ren and Martin would both be on there and not be teamed up, but I went for Martin, and I should have gone for Cleo, who was the only one who had an outlier, didn't have an alibi. The only one without an alibi! What season did Skiz not participate in? That was Double Life. Diamonds had to be the trick for, had to be Diamonds. Judge Judy Executioner! Let's go! I got that one right. Let's go. What base did Cleo burn down in Last Life? The Fairy Fort. Nice. Oh, it was Ren and Big B. Which soulmate pair invited a horde of zombies to the pool party in Double Life? I knew who it wasn't, but I wasn't sure who it was. If that makes any sense at all. What was the name of Skiz's dog in Last Life? Yes! Oh, that one makes me happy. That one makes me really happy. Kevin Bubbles Malone, Refrigerator, Jimmy Mad Eye Dugan. One of these days, I'm gonna be as fast as Skiz is. Let's try it one more time for good measure. Kevin Bubbles Malone, Refrigerator, Jimmy Mad Eye Dugan. That was pretty fast. Why did Cleo turn into a human? She survived the zombie apocalypse. So what zombie apocalypse? Oh, Secret Life, Jim's season 7. Episode 7. Gotcha. Did you like your trivia? Of course. Alright, so that ends with 66 out of 99. Literally at the 2/3 mark. I don't know how that is. Let me know how I did down in the comments below, and I will see you guys on the next video. Do I have to go do the hard one now? I'm scared to do the hard one. Okay, you guys. Cataclysm, out.